Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. Prince Charles, he's at it again, talking about the Great Reset again. Every other day, he's going on about it, and if it's not him, it's the Canadian Prime Minister. He was going on about how this pandemic is such a great opportunity to reset everything, blah, blah, blah.
This pandemic has provided an opportunity for a reset. This is our chance to accelerate our pre-pandemic efforts to reimagine economic systems that actually address global challenges like extreme poverty, inequality, and climate change.
So here's Prince Charles, Prince Great Reset Charlie, talking yet again today about the Great Reset, saying how it's time for the world to come together. He says it's time to get our act together.
We've forgotten sometimes, I think, that we are part of nature. So what we do to the world around us, we are doing totally to ourselves. We can't go on, I think, equivocating on this and just expect us to test the world ultimately to destruction before you can prove that you have destroyed it.
He even says that even with the problems of the pandemic, people are still wanting to focus on the green recovery.
I mean, I know that all these industries have obviously had to focus on dealing with the immediate impacts of this horrendous pandemic. But the fascinating thing is I think a lot of people have still wanted, fortunately, to focus on the green recovery from all this.
Listen to this. Listen to this out-of-touch hypocrite. This is a man who took 3 private jet flights in 11 days, which caused roughly 162 metric tons in carbon emissions. That's 18 times the average person's carbon footprint for a year. And he used that up in just 11 days. And he's going to sit there and tell people we should be focusing on green issues at the moment, at this time. No, Charlie, people are not focusing on the green recovery because they're more worried about their businesses going bankrupt and how are they going to pay the rent or mortgage. They are trying not to go mad because they're stuck in lockdown, not being able to leave their house, for example, in Greece, without having to get an SMS message from the government and wondering if they will ever get their freedom back in countries all over the world with their ever-increasing draconian restrictions that seem to be intent on isolating everyone and bankrupting the economic structure of every country. I think people are a little bit more concerned about that at the moment. Obviously, you are not affected by these things as you are exempt from jet setting around the world. You were in Germany just the other day on your birthday, and there's no quarantine for you to go through either because you're one of the special people, aren't you? You're exempt from the lockdown. Isn't that so?
We have to make a real integrated global effort. At the moment, we've so degraded natural systems, ecosystems, biodiversity, that it's becoming increasingly impossible for nature to sustain us. At the moment, it's all take. At the moment, it's all take. All take.
It's all take. But who is really doing the taking? Hang about, Prince Charles and the royal family are funded by the public, right? They are subsidised by the poor UK taxpayer. The only person doing the taking around here is you and the royal family. What's this here? Prince Charles, 700 million estate accused of tax avoidance. The Duchy of Cornwall gave the prince an income of 18 million last year, but says it's not subject to paying corporation tax. And the royal family, let's not forget, who are now worth an estimated 22 billion if you include their assets, and yet are still funded by the UK taxpayer, who is doing all the taking. And let's not forget all the offshore accounts they have as revealed in the leaked Paradise Papers. I think it's about time the royal family gave something back. It's them who are doing all the taking, and here is this person complaining about others doing the taking. Hypocrite. And it's not just me with this opinion. Here are replies to the article in the Daily Fail from the public